back with another video. This time I'm going to talk about how the Lil Kim and Nicki beef and the Nicki and Cardi beef are very, very similar. Like, they're practically the same beef. Personally, me, I don't really care for the drama. I care about the music. Like, if the music hits, I don't care if it's Lil Kim, Nicki, Cardi, I'm gonna listen to it. But I just wanted to make it just because to this day, people are still talking about the Lil Kim and Nicki beef. People are still talking about the Nicki and Cardi beef. So let's get into it. So number one, both problems started with the label.
I personally think they didn't want me to stand beside her, which is stupid.
But it sounded like a Young Money, Cash Money thing, like they did.
When the Nicki Minaj hate train started is really when Cardi B started blowing up. The hate train followed the problems that Nicki and Remy Ma had. Cardi B followed not too long after and signed to Atlantic and, really started charting and everything. Now, around that time, Nicki started talking a lot about how the industry is trying to sabotage her. We know that Atlantic had a history of trying to sabotage Nicki. There's already been 2 female rappers that came out and said so.
Flew out to meet with a massive record label,
which was
Atlantic Records.
Okay.
Cardi being signed to Atlantic, a lot of people automatically assume the tenseness that was coming from that relationship was directly because of Atlantic. And if you watch Nicki's radio shows, her interviews, she does imply that, record labels and the music industry is trying to sabotage her.
They be like, yo, what the fuck is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch? You can't get rid of me, bitch. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going no fucking where.
What is it? Well,
Number 2, song collaborations. Lil Kim and Nicki collabed on a song together, but unfortunately that song never came out, or it was in the process of coming out, but then it was pulled back. So that started a lot of drama.
They just pulled the record off, pulled it back, never put it on his album, nothing. Now, after that whole Cash Money situation with the song, we're at Justin's birthday party. Perfect timing to come up and say, hey, we did the song together. Nothing. And she looked at me and rolled her eyes.
And then if you look at Nicki and Cardi B, they also collabed on a song that caused even more tension on the tension that was already brewing. Nicki had a line in the song where she said, if Quavo the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi. Apparently, that line was actually supposed to be, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi.
First of all, you changed your verse 2 or 3 times, and the day before we were supposed to do the motorsport video, you turned in your last verse of it. And I was not feeling of you talking about, oh, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, following it up with, bitch, you my son, go sit on a party. Bitch, you not my coach, because you never helped me to get in this fucking career, and I'm nothing like you, so I'm definitely not your fucking son. I'm a real ass person, you not.
On top of that, there was more drama with the song because Nicki couldn't shoot on the same day as Migos and Cardi.
With Motorsport, I kind of felt ambushed, All of them allowed me to look like I lied. She's using my hairdresser now, so Tokyo, he knows that there really was a scheduling conflict, and it was because of him.
Now that started a whole nother complicated situation because a lot of people were disappointed. They wanted to see Cardi and Nicki together to show some female unity. Nicki was getting a lot of slack for that because, Migos and Cardi were together. Nicki wasn't there. And Nicki shot on a different day. Another thing is that Nicki wasn't feeling the Cardi B interview where they asked her about how was it like to work with Nicki, and all she kept saying was that Nicki changed her verse. She didn't seem honored to work with Nicki. She didn't seem happy to have worked with a legend like Nicki Minaj.
Because she looked so aggravated and angry, and the only thing she kept saying was, oh, I didn't hear that verse. She changed her verse.
So as you can see, both of these song collaborations already ended up causing even more drama on top of the labels doing whatever the heck they were doing. Third is paying homage. Nicki paid Lil Kim homage. Cardi didn't necessarily pay Nicki homage, but she did show Nicki love before the whole drama started escalating. And a lot of people, a lot of Lil Kim fans don't want to admit that Nicki showed Kim love, but she did. And a lot of Nicki fans don't want to admit that Cardi showed Nicki love, especially because Nicki herself said that Cardi never showed her love until a certain interview that we're going to talk about just in a few seconds. But Cardi did show Nicki love even before that interview.
I look up to the main girls that, was able to make a name for themselves. Kim, Foxy, Remy, Missy, Lauryn Hill, of course.
Out though, you think people can be like, oh, this is not Lil Kim. She trying to do this, she trying to do that.
If they compare me to the queen of rap, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I don't, how can I dispute being compared to the best that did it? And in my opinion, Kim is still the best.
I love Lil Kim. I love Trina. I like Remy Ma. I love Nicki. I love all of them. Sheesh. I love all of them. I love Nicki. I love all of them.
Mm-hmm. I grew up listening to their music. Mm-hmm. Grew up listening to Kim. I grew up listening to Trina. Then when I got in high school and Nicki came out, I started listening to her.
Bitches house fee and now I'm leaving with thousands. You bitches do what I do and can get couch in your houses. I know that you see me grinning. You see the money I make on my pitch every day. While my dick out your face.
I don't got good vision, but I don't see competition. They want me to come in.
Number 4 is the insincerity. This is when we get more into the paying homage or showing love, where yes, Nicki did pay homage and it did show love to Lil Kim. So Lil Kim did do an interview where she explained that she just felt like yes, Nicki showed her love, but it was insincere. She felt like Nicki would show her love, but at the same time she was hating on her.
With her is she was very catty with it. I never had a problem with her. I was always nice with her. That song, she was in the studio then, and they said she was basically hating on me then, but loving me at the same time. Okay, fine. If somebody says, I love you, but I hate you, that's not homage.
I really fully supported her until this recent interview that she did. I had never seen her show me genuine love in an interview.
What is it that people expect from me to do or say? I already said she's an amazing artist. I already say I pay my respect to her. I did videos before jamming to her songs.
Number 5 is one thing about the fans. They keep this beef alive. This Lil Kim and Nicki drama started in I think 2008 or 2009. And to this day, we are in the year 2020. More than 10 years, this beef is still going on. And with Cardi and Nicki, it's already been 2 years. It's already been 2 years since, I think, the Shoegate incident. And to this day, there's still Nicki and Cardi fans are still keeping this beef alive. There's a lot of people saying, oh, Nicki copies Lil Kim, and then some of them it's oh, okay, I can see why they say that, and then others it's there's no correlations. Y'all just grasping at straws. Y'all just reaching at this point. And then same thing for Nicki and Cardi. There's Nicki fans always feel oh, Cardi's copying Nicki, and sometimes it's oh, I understand. I can see where they're coming from, or it just might be a coincidence. And then other times I'm just come on, you guys are reaching, seriously. So basically, everything Lil Kim fans say about Nicki, with the whole copying, the whole without a Lil Kim there would be no Nicki. Nicki fans do the exact same thing to Cardi B fans. Not only is this the exact same drama, but these fandoms are practically the exact same fandoms. They use the same recycled excuse and material all the time just to keep this beef alive. Now let's talk about the differences, because there are some differences in this practically identical beef. One,
He would even say it, yeah, you know, because, you know, she was just a real cocky type of girl, whatever. She always wanted to be like you. She always wanted to be, and she would say, I'm going to take her spot.
Lil Kim felt like Nicki wanted to be better than her. Nicki wanted to outshine her, outdo her. There's an interview that I show you. I purposely cut it off so I can keep it to show you again. A more extended version, because the last couple of seconds of that interview is what Lil Kim talks about. Lil Kim perceives it as kind of being a hater and kind of being cocky, and she didn't like that, how cocky Nicki was.
And in my opinion, Kim is still the best because no one has had a stronger movement than she's had so far.
Okay.
Until Nicki Minaj. Until Nicki Minaj.
I understand both sides. And yes, I feel like Lil Kim's point is also valid, because even though I feel like as a rapper you have the right to be cocky and you have the right to feel like you're the best and you have the right to feel like you're gonna surpass a certain level of success, at the same time I do understand Lil Kim feeling the way she does, because at the end of the day, if a Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion or Saweetie or even Cardi B, while showing Nicki Minaj love, said what Nicki said in that interview, like, yeah, Nicki Minaj is the queen and, you know, she had a strong movement, but I'm trying to have a bigger movement. Like, I'm going to have a bigger movement than her. Y'all would be pissed off. Period. Like, don't even try to be hypocritical and try to invalidate Lil Kim's perspective, because I do understand both sides. And actually, there is a tweet where Nicki kind of said something similar when she was being compared to Cardi B. That should pop up on your screen right now, where she said it's not fair to compare, you know, my 10-year career to someone who's just started in the game. That's basically exactly what I feel like Lil Kim felt when Nicki was coming up and being compared to Lil Kim. And Nicki's over here like, I'm gonna have a bigger movement than her. It's the same exact thing. At the end of the day, you know, one thing about it, two things for sure. Nicki did end up surpassing Lil Kim in achievements and success. So,
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
you know, Lil Kim is still Lil Kim, don't get it twisted, but what Nicki Minaj said, she did. And now the difference between Cardi is that Cardi never came in the game like, yeah, I'm trying to surpass Nicki, I'm trying to do better than her, whatever she did, I'm trying to, you know, do above and beyond. She never came in the game like that. She came in like, I'm not trying to be no queen of rap of nothing. I just want to make my money, make my music.
And anybody, I don't want to be like Queen. I don't want to be no this. I don't want to be no that. I just want to make music and make money. Like I really don't have time to look at other.
Do you think Cardi B will be the next queen of rap? That's not something that I care much about. Like, I just want to make music and be rich.
Second difference is, of course, the fight that took place at Fashion Week, where Cardi was trying to fight Nicki. She threw a shoe at her. I don't really know what the heck happened. At the end, Cardi ended up with a not leaving the party. The whole thing was just so unfortunate and didn't need to happen. But according to Cardi B, she said that Nicki liked a pic about a tweet about her talking about how she's not good of a mom. Personally, me, I don't believe that tweet actually happened. I think it was probably like a Photoshop tweet that Cardi seen, because fans do that a lot. Fans love Photoshopping tweets. I feel like that's what Cardi saw. I don't think she saw a real life picture. I don't think Nicki would ever do that, because one thing about Nicki, whether you like her or don't like her, she is a very smart person. She is a very intelligent person when it comes to the music industry. And whether she has a problem with you or not, she will never make the first move publicly. One thing about her, she will never make the first move publicly. Let me repeat that. She will never make the first move publicly. And that's not Nicki's style. Nicki likes to do more of a sneak this cryptic things, but she's not the kind of person to like outright attack you or come for you in that manner. You can look at any beef that Nicki has been in. You will never ever see a beef that she publicly started. If you look at all her other beefs, they're always saying, or other people she's had problem with or that has had problem with her, they always say the same thing, is that Nicki does things behind the scene. But publicly, never. Cardi and Nicki fans love photoshopping tweets. I did a whole video on them starting a whole imaginary drama all based off of fake tweets. I'm gonna link that video in the description box. And the third and last thing that I think is different about both dramas is the approach. Now, Lil Kim, when she felt like Nicki was disrespecting her, she went off. She would go to these radio stations, go off on Nicki, go off on these labels, you know, and she just seemed bitter. And it just didn't look good. It just looked like she was hating on this new and up and coming person that showed her nothing but love. And you know, people love pushing the narrative of a mad black woman. I felt like she ran off of emotion instead of like logically sitting back and really thinking like, how might this look on you? You know, you're an OG. It's just really aggressively coming at this chick that publicly never directly came at you. Like, while Nicki's approach when the whole Cardi B beef was happening, she went for a more sympathetic approach. You know what I mean? She wasn't doing interviews where she seemed like she seemed mad and angry. She cried at that one interview that she did. She seemed hurt by Cardi B. She went for the sympathetic route where she was more like, I'm hurt, I'm disappointed. And only after the fighting incident at the fashion show week did Nicki start, you know, wilding out on Cardi B and really, really being aggressive towards her. And by that time, it's like, Cardi B did throw a shoe at her and wanted to fight her. So, you know, you can't fault Nicki for going crazy on the radio. All right, y'all. So we're at the end of the video. Sorry for the audio. I know it's kind of choppy because I've been adding and removing things. I've been working on this video for months on and off. You know, my laziness sometimes made me forget about this video, but I've been working on it on and off. And I just wanted to add that there is a fourth difference that I forgot to mention, which is the fan bases. I feel like that's what has helped Nicki still stay in the game, even with all these new female rappers. And the fact that, you know, she had a whole hate train movement going on. It's really her loyal fans that have stuck it out with her no matter what. She's really gained those loyal fan bases because when she was coming up, so that's when social media and like Twitter was something that helped her connect with her fans on a more personal level. At her peak, Lil Kim didn't have that. So I felt like it was harder for her to have that loyal fan base that stayed with her even when Nicki came up. Of course, you know, Lil Kim still has a loyal fan base, but I just mean that like it has definitely significantly decreased in size, especially because Lil Kim went to prison. And then when she came out, she was like trying to get back in the game. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys felt like I was being, you know, fair to all parties involved. I didn't want to pick a side. I didn't want to like disrespect anyone, especially because I listen to all three of their music and love all three of them. So I hope that you guys think I was fair to everyone involved. And make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And yeah, deuces.